I mean, is Cooper Rush worth 2.5 points? I would hope Quinn Ewers put up a decent stat line against Arizona State. If he didn't, we have a real problem.
You can say the same thing about Creighton. Okay, they had the one good game against Kansas at home.
When Toast talks about the kicking market, it's like some earth is flat shit. Andy, true or false, this is going to be a dog walking.
Dog walking. This is my dog walking of the day. I think it's going to be very ugly. Dog walking. I think this is going to be ugly.
Hey, get the sauce. Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a nice Tuesday night. I'm having a cool one so far. I'm sweating the Mariners still. By the way, this Oklahoma City-Denver game is crazy. That three's good. Oklahoma City just hit a 3 to go up 3 with a minute left. In fact, let me go ahead and get that score, that live score update on the screen for you guys. But yeah, I'm
44 points for Jokic. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's having a decent one, huh? Let me go ahead and just get that on the score so we can see it live.
I hope Lindy put him in his lineups. Lindy was going back and forth on to spend the money on Jokic when I was watching his show today. I hope he spent the money.
Hope he spent the money. But yeah, I'm sweating the Mariners. But the big story today for me was that SGP I hit, which was for fun. Hold on one sec. You didn't see me share. Here you go. I'll right here. I shared this in the Discord about, I don't know, 10 minutes before tip. And
for basketball. Okay.
Yeah, and it freaking hit. Pacers money line, Donovan Mitchell 35 plus points. This ended up hitting. So that really made this night kind of sweet. But all right, let's get Trev in the stream. Struck him out. Come on, Brash. Judge is up. This is the biggest at bat of the game right here.
Yeah. Do something, Judge.
All right.
Especially, Jackson Merrill's going to fuck my underdog. God damn it. I've been doing well on those.
All right. So, yeah, there's a lot of action on right now. So, it's tough to... Jokic for 3. Nope.
There's a lot of action on, and there's like 9 favorites of like 170 or higher.
Oklahoma City's up 6. How many?
Chet Holmgren, baby.
Chet Holmgren? I need 11 more points out of him. All right. So, Cardinals Phillies. This is the first leg of a doubleheader. That just shows you how much we nailed this one yesterday, Toast, because yesterday we had over 7.5. It was up to 8.5, and it was Sonny Gray versus Luzardo. Now it's Eric Fetty versus Luzardo, and it's opening at 8.5. So I'm not gonna. I probably would still lean over or pass, but it's the first leg of a doubleheader. There's 17 games on. I don't see any reason to try to force anything here. It'll just be over and pass for me.
Yeah, it would only be over or pass again. I just wish this game. I wish they would have played this game in the first place.
I know. We had that one nailed.
I will say, and also the weather is a little bit different. It's going to be about 65 degrees tomorrow, blowing out to left field. So do with that was what you please. I actually told myself last week that I would start looking at like the first half of these game ones of doubleheaders, but there's nothing here that the Cardinals have been good enough versus lefties. The Phillies aren't really good enough against righties. It's just really hard to get there with the side. So, yeah, it'd be a pass or over.
Over a pass for me. Trev, anything here?
Yeah, over or nothing. But still not going to touch this game. There's plenty of other day games to
I agree.
to get involved in than a doubleheader here.
Let's move on to another one. Brewers against Gavin Williams. I think I saw wind blowing out here.
Logan Henderson day, boys. He's back.
I know.
Oh, that's right. This is the guy you were waiting for. So
no, I'm waiting on Mizorowski, but this is the guy who came up and absolutely just dropped his nuts on the A's on that.
On the A's. Wow. No way, not the A's.
I'm sorry. What's this? Do you have the score of the A's Dodgers game by chance? I don't have this on. There it is. 7-1.
Okay, so
they're a good team.
You like the Brew Crew here at plus 130.
Yes, Logan Henderson plus 130. How disrespectful. It's not act like Cleveland's an offensive like powerhouse unit, for Christ's sake. They've scored 7 runs. Congratulations. 3 of them came off of a swirly ball that went over Jackson Churio's head yesterday. Without that, which is an out, they've got 4 runs. Yes, the Brewers haven't scored a run in 2 weeks, but other than that, we're fine. We're fine. I like Logan Henderson. I think we'll be fine tomorrow. We're not going to get swept against Cleveland, especially Gavin Williams laying minus 150. I know we've looked ugly, but tomorrow is the day.
You have looked ugly.
Give me the Brewers.
The problem is the Brewers bat. The Brewers bats are so ice cold. Now, Cleveland did use Gaddis and Clase. Does that put them in any sort of situation?
I mean, you're not going to see Gaddis probably.
Yeah, I would say you're definitely not going to see Gaddis back-to-back days.
I mean, it is Cleveland, but
I don't think you'll see Clase either. So Cleveland's bullpen, I will say, doesn't look like a terrible spot to take a stab with the Brewers against Gavin Williams. Problem is right here. This is the problem, and it's the same problem we've been talking about with the Brewers. And yes, I know that I've made fun of Trevor in the past. It's all in jest, but in all seriousness, how do we ignore this right here? In the last 2 weeks, they are the worst lineup in baseball. That's not me talking shit. That's just me pointing at that big red 30th in WRC plus in the last 14 days. So,
no, I fully get it. I completely understand. We have looked disgusting. We've got to do something eventually. We get base runners. We just can't get the hit. I think Gavin Williams coming off of a really good game against Philly. The other day, 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 walks. So he had 8 base runners, allowed 0 against the Phillies lineup. Day baseball is weird. Who the hell wants to back the Brewers? Absolutely nobody, especially with basically a rookie making his second start in his major league career. Nobody wants to back the Brewers. I don't blame you.
I will say this: if I'm looking at the projected Brewers lineup, and if I see a bunch of righties,
now we're getting into the crux of this, baby.
There's not that many righties though. You got Churio, Contreras, Rhys Hoskins. You got 5 righties. It's not like they're crazy righty heavy.
I don't know how we don't take you guys. I don't know how we don't play Milwaukee tomorrow. I really don't. So I'm with you, Trevor. It would be Milwaukee or pass. I think it would be first 5 for me. Just to isolate these bats probably being I think they should be able to get to Gavin Williams tomorrow. I get that there is a couple lefties in that Brewers lineup, but the guys that I want from the right-handed side, are the power bats I'll take. So Frelick and Yelich, a couple of their better hitters as well. So again, even though that is not Gavin Williams' best split, if their best hitters aren't doing anything, it's not going to matter anyway. But regardless, it would only be Milwaukee for me. I think I'm just going to play the first 5. Cleveland has been scoring runs over the last 10 games. I know that they had a couple lulls against Cleveland, but besides that, they had whatever they had today. I can't remember what it was. And then 5 against Milwaukee. And then those 2 games against Philly, like I said, but 6-8, 9-9, 5-5, and 3 their last 10 before, or last 8 before that, or whatever that was. So I don't really trust a Brewers bullpen like that. And even with, as Kyle mentioned, Cleveland bullpen not 100%, I would kind of give them an edge in the later innings at home. So Brewers first 5 for me, plus 126.
Oh, it's so Brewers first 5 you're going to go with.
Yeah.
Might as well play double result. What's so funny?
Might as well.
Yep. I feel you, bro. My Padres bullpen's in shambles right now. I feel you.
It's funny. This week, since Monday on, Brewers have a better bullpen than the Padres. Who would have thought?
That actually is true because everyone has a better bullpen.
Everybody has the bullpen than the Padres right now, I think, over the last 10 days, yeah.
Real quick, let's check something out.
And also,
hold on.
Let's go to the bullpens. Well, we already know the Padres are the best bullpen in baseball. So.
I kind of like the Brewers, man. This sucks.
I can't even make fun of the Padres because, again, we haven't scored a run in a week, so I literally can't say anything here. So
and they still have
both these teams have Thursday off, so it's not. All right, I'll put Brewers up. Do I really want to bet this?
Let's go, Brew Crew boys.
I don't have it in me to place the bet, but I really don't think the Brewers are going to get swept here.
You faded Max Fried, but you won't back Logan Henderson to GOAT? Crazy.
I don't know who that is, Trevor.
He said crazy.
I'm not betting.
Dude, you're gonna know tomorrow, just like the hog. Wait, pause. Hogland.
I don't know what that meant, but
right as I said, I was like, hold up, back up.
Next up, Diamondbacks -111, Giants -107. All right, Snakes Giants. You got Jordan Hicks, who has not been good, pitching against all the lefties in the Arizona lineup. Should be a nice little matchup there. Let me look at Jordan Hicks' stuff. No significant righty-lefty splits. He's actually strung together a few decent starts. Not great, but Minnesota, Colorado, Texas, the Rangers back when they weren't hitting. So, I mean, Jordan Hicks in his last 3 starts hasn't been terrible. By no means will I say he's been good. He hasn't been terrible. He hasn't pitched against the lineup like Arizona, though. I mean, I don't trust the Giants lineup. I know they scored tonight, but it would only be snakes or pass for me here. But unless you guys have something you find compelling.
Arizona team total over 3.5 -140 for me. Yeah, the splits for Jordan Hicks aren't significant. You're right, but a 337 WOBA and a 4.0 xFIP against lefties this season and a 1.43 WHIP doesn't really give me much promise against this Arizona team that kind of got stifled today. I mean, had a really big first inning and then kind of fell asleep after that. Robbie Ray was being Robbie Ray again. I mean, it is what it is at this point. But also, yes, Jordan Hicks has pitched well over his last few starts against who, though? 2 home starts against Texas and Colorado. Who cares? He got absolutely destroyed by Milwaukee. I mean, even on the 22nd of April, does that count as something special? I don't really know. Honestly, to be honest, if you look at Jordan Hicks, he hasn't really pitched well against anybody that's a somewhat decent offense at all. So I just thought to get this Snakes offense at a full 9 innings or full 9 at bats, at 3.5 was just way too cheap. So that was like the first bet I made today.
Why are we getting a 3.5 though?
It's gonna be 4.5 and stuff tomorrow. It's already moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see what I can get at right now. Because 3.5 seems crazy. The wind's not even blowing in.
Yeah, it's
about
bumping
5 miles an hour.
So what am I missing? This seems like a layup here. Yeah. Okay. You're not going to be able to get this for long. All right. There is a 3.5 -140. Toast is right. I'm taking it. What do you like, Trevor?
I don't know why you isolate just the Diamondbacks. I mean, Erod's an absolute gas can. Jordan Hicks, gas can. Day game, 60 degrees, so obviously not warm, but still, it's gonna be sunny in San Fran. Wind blowing out. 2 shitheads on the bump here. Give me the over 8. Just run it back after today.
The reason that
shitheads.
The reason that I don't like it is because obviously Erod's been bad, yes, but against the Dodgers, the Phillies, and the Mets, all 3 of those teams are night and day better offensively than San Francisco in my eyes. And San Francisco hasn't touched lefty starters since the middle of April. So it's just I don't know what to expect from San Francisco personally. I wouldn't surprise me. Go ahead.
I'll say if there's a spot to get back going against lefties, it would be Erod. Not to mention they had a shit ton of base runners last night, just couldn't get that hit home. And then today, now they put up last I saw it was like 7 runs. And they're starting to hit again. So day game, wind blowing out, sun, no weather issues. Again, Erod and Hicks, I'll roll the dice. If those 2 go out and pitch gems or these teams can't hit, so be it. But I would expect the Diamondbacks to do more than they did tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah, I just took it with you, Toast. I'm on the same thing. D-backs team total over 3.5 -140. Got the same bet, the same price. All right. Next up. Not to mention the Giants bullpen. I mean, what's the score of that game right now? 7-4. They might use their runs. Oh, Charles got his team total over. Duvall's coming in right now. So the Giants bullpen might be in a situation.
They're not in good shape at all.
So if Duvall's coming in now, Duvall's probably not going to be available. If they use Walker in the 9th, bro,
they're gonna be. Yeah, dude, I have a full unit on this tomorrow.
Yeah, if they're using Duvall now in the 8th. If they use Walker in the 9th, we're going to be sitting in really good shape with that. Yeah. Yankees on the road in Seattle. Munoz is on to pitch the ninth right now. So
Yep.
I'm
Same bet as the game before. Yankees team total over 3.5 minus 140. Castillo on the mound and a Mariners bullpen that the Yankees have seen the last couple nights. I just feel like this total, just like the Diamondbacks, just way too low for a good offense with Castillo, who really hasn't been himself this year. I know that I like to poke fun of him, but in all seriousness, he really hasn't looked good this year. So I just thought that this number was way too low. Not to mention the fact that, I mean, if we're just going to add on to the fact that what's his face? Castillo really struggles with lefties. So guys like Grisham, Rice, Bellinger, Wells. I mean, there's plenty of guys with power on that Yankees team to punish him. Not to mention guys like Judge. Obviously, he's not a lefty, but yeah. So Yankees team total over 3.5 minus 140.
I mean, Seattle used their main arms, especially if Munoz closes out this game and the Yankees are coming off a game where they got shut out. I'm down to the Mariners use Spear, Brash, and Munoz. Now, unlike the Giants that we were just talking about, all these guys were rested, so they're going to be available again. But it's always nice when you just saw the arms. Castillo, I'm gonna pull it up in the spreadsheet real quick first. Trev, what do you think?
Yankees money line. I know it's Castillo here, but Castillo has been giving up runs. His xFIP is like a full 1.2 points higher than what he has right now. I know Will Warren's nothing great, but Seattle, you know, they still put up 5 runs or whatever last night, 7, whatever the hell they got. But this Yankees offense was absolutely no show tonight. They let Fried down. I think they show up tomorrow. Not to mention we got wind blowing out 7 miles an hour. It is going to be cloudy, so that might affect it a little bit. But end of the day, Seattle's bullpen's getting used in these high leverage situations tonight, just being a 1-run game. So New York or Yankees,
High drive,
15.
Deep into a sea of San Diegans. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Fernando Tatis is still the MVP. Sorry, Trevor. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Oh my God, honey, I need new pants.
So Toast, that Padres team total over just gave you a winning night too on the site. What's the weather here, Trev? Have you looked?
Yeah, wind blowing out, 55 degrees.
God damn
It's going out to left center, 7 miles an hour.
I think I'm just gonna tail Toast again. I completely agree. I completely agree with what he said. This is too low. It shouldn't be 3.5.
I'll be 4.5 tomorrow.
It's exactly.
Up to plus 100.
I'm tailing Toast back to back here. I completely agree with what he said. I don't know. I'm honestly surprised they're giving us 3.5s in both of those. Minus 140 again.
Exactly.
And again, I will bet it.
Oh, that was awesome. Whew.
No way, Jacob Wilson again. Stop it. Is that his 3rd home run?
Into a sea of San Diegans.
No. Nick Kurtz.
All right, sorry to hold up the show. I'm in with you there, Toast. Back to back.
Yeah, not to flex. That's 3-0 on the night. Shout out the A's for carrying the freaking over in this game.
Oh my God, Yankees! What just happened?
Did they just tie the game?
No, they got a runner on third, so we'll see what happens.
Was it on a strikeout?
I don't know. I'll have to catch up now. Goldschmidt stole second. Austin Wells grounded out, so there's a runner on third.
God damn it!
Oh, Goldschmidt stole?
I guess what it says. I wasn't
right.
Goldie?
He's my fantasy league first baseman. He's my fantasy league first baseman. I'll take all the points.
Hell yeah!
All right, Munoz.
Those are like the best points too, because those are points you never account for.
Yep.
Into a sea of San Diegans. That was freaking
like that.
Twins Orioles first leg of a back-to-back. Do you guys want to talk about this? Woods Richardson. It looks like he's pitching the second game instead of the first.
Yeah, I would target him before I would target Bailey Ober personally. At the same time, though, like, I don't know. They just saw Bailey Ober. I mean, what? 5 days or literally, 5 days ago or whatever, maybe 6 now because of the rain delay or whatever. But I mean, they just saw him. And I mean, I know this is going to sound stupid because this is, I mean, literally the definition of Baltimore. I mean, actually, Kyle, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but I mean, they had 8 hits in 1 run. I mean, so, 9 base runners in 5 innings. I mean, the fact that they only got 1 run there is just absolutely ridiculous. So I do think that Baltimore can score. I just don't trust this team at all. So if I'm going to target a guy, it's going to be SWR. But again, if you were looking, Yankees just tied the game. Let me see what the Baltimore first 5 team total is. Because if it's low because of Ober, I could definitely see that. Yeah, it's juiced at 2.5. Yeah, it would be Baltimore team total over anything. I'm not going to bet it though, so it doesn't matter.
Trevor, want to skip this one?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a toast. Over and nothing. I mean, you get Kremer and Ober. I know you got to trust the Orioles a little bit, but still, if there's a spot, it's Bailey Ober.
Well, and he really struggles versus lefties too. There's a lot of reasons to like Baltimore, except for the fact that says the Orioles on their jersey. So it's just, let you go.
Baston on the road against Scooby. This the over came through for us here.
Yeah, that was easy.
Dobbins struggles against lefty bats. They were talking about in the voice chat. And obviously, we know Detroit has a ton of lefty bats in the lineup. That was part of the reason we took the over today, was Bayo's splits against lefty bats. And then also, on the other side, you had Kaiser Montero against a bunch of lefty bats in the... So, yeah, that was part of the reason we took the over today. But in this case, Scooble's dominant against... Well, he's dominant against everybody. So... It's just, I mean, minus 220 seems like a pretty reasonable price to me for Scooble at home. I mean, I don't know. What would you do here, Toast?
Good chance I'm on Boston here tomorrow. Yep, I understand that sounds crazy, but I mean, if you guys are looking at the spreadsheet, you're also should be noticing the fact that what Boston has done to the last couple of lefty starters that they've seen as well. Obviously, none of them are Tariq Skubal, but I would put Cole Reagans up there in that list if that's where we're talking about good lefty starters.
They did hit Cole Reagans up.
And they destroyed him. So, and Boston, I mean, on the road and versus left-handed pitching together, I mean, a top 10 offense in Major League Baseball right now. So now the question is, what are you going to get out of Hunter Dobbins? I don't know. Again, I think that he could pitch well tomorrow. I know that he had the bad start against Minnesota. It is what it is. But White Sox, St. Louis, Kansas City, nothing special there. Obviously, I get that the lefty splits are there. But at the same time, it is a little bit hit or miss sometimes for Detroit. I mean, they hit up Dollander and Kokonowitz and a really bad day off of Tanner Houck. But besides that, it's not a lot of meat on the bone there. I mean, I guess 2 off of DeGrom is decent, but my point is that all these arms were used yesterday. Both of these teams have been scoring runs. I mean, I just feel like this is at best a coin flip, most likely when we get to the end of this game. And we have a Boston team that's kind of, I mean, lost the last 2. I get that. Lost tonight in dramatic fashion. It's a getaway game. I don't know. There's just something in me that thinks that Boston's going to win. So I haven't played this yet, but the fact that they're playing this game at night and not during at least super early during the day makes me feel a little bit better because usually they have these earlier starts. But yeah, it'd be Boston for me. And if it gets to plus 200, it'll definitely be a play. I'm debating on it right now.
I want to check out the bullpen usage. This game went to 11.
Everybody used everybody, so it's.
If you like Boston, why not just go over? These teams emptied out the bullpens. If you like Boston to score even 2 runs off Skubal, we're getting a 7. What do you think, Trev?
I honestly think that Dobbins pitches well tomorrow.
Really?
I really do.
What do you think, Trevor?
You stole it. Over. Like Toast said, against lefties, Boston's been scoring runs. And, you know, the thing with Detroit is Javi friggin' Baez. You know, everyone laughed at me when I said he's a lot better earlier this year. I was getting clowned. But double homer tonight, double dingy. He's coming alive. He's starting to hit some fucking runs.
Hold on. Did you say double dingy?
Double dingy for Javi Baez.
Is that an analytical term?
Very analytical. It's just a dinger, but when you have multiple, they're called dingies. So, whenever you hear a ding, you know a guy had a multi-homer in game. So just a little fun fact. But yeah, Javi Baez is looking good. This whole lineup up and down has been looking damn good. I know they went to extras today, so you got the bullpen's been used, and they both scored. It was like 19 runs in this game, so I get it. I think it's a 7 just because it's freaking Tariq Skubal. If it was anybody but Skubal, this is probably 7.5, 8 at least. So over 7, I think we're gonna get runs from either side. And then weather-wise, in this one, it is blowing in 9 miles an hour, 8, 9 miles an hour, but still give you 73 degrees. And you can score without hitting home runs. Fun fact. So let's go over 7.
I kind of agree with you. I'll bet this with you, Trev. I don't absolutely love it, but I'll bet it with you. It'll be a lighter one.
Let's ride.
This is just way too low. And if you think Boston could score 2 off Skubal, this should be a good bet. Both these teams just emptied the bullpens out.
Yeah, and if it ends 3-2, so be it. But it's a 7 with 2 good offenses here, so I'm willing to ride with it.
You get a minus 115. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a small bet because this. Nah, screw it. I'll put a unit on it. I'm in. Let me FanDuel minus 115.
That was awesome, huh?
Into a sea of San Diego.
That was Wyatt. He was like, "Did you see it?" I'm like, "Oh, I saw it."
All right. All right. 1 sec. Let me get this down. Over 7. One second. Let me just share it in the group. Sorry to hold the show up.
What a couple fun nights at Petco.
Yeah, you guys struggling with those Angels, huh?
I'm just saying, if you're there watching the games, it's hella entertaining.
I thought it would be depressing personally, but
yeah.
Oh, you've
Take
never
it to
been.
the
You've
night.
You know
never
what?
been to Petco.
No, you're right. I just we Mets fans, we have a higher standard of play.
Jesus.
Rays, Blue Jays.
Because they didn't struggle with the Pirates today.
The win's a win.
Same with
Hey,
San
Senga-
Diego.
Yeah, but you lost
Senga looked
last
good.
night though.
So what? We have the same
Dude,
record.
this game, Rays,
I have no idea.
Blue Jays, Trevor. No, you don't get to celebrate. For those of you, you don't get to celebrate. This is embarrassing. This is a rock bottom for Trevor
A
personally.
little fire under their ass.
For those of you that don't know what I'm referring to, Trevor on Twitter, he tweeted out in all capital letters, cursing, just calling the Rays bums for losing his bet. Right after he sent the tweet out, the Rays came back and won. He had turned the game off, didn't know until later in the night. We had to tell him his bet won.
Yeah, about an hour ago in the voice chat, I had no idea.
He turned the game off, cursed on Twitter like a child, and ended up winning his bet.
Hey, you do what you got to do. You know,
I've been
I do
there.
have some reverse jinx powers, a little fire under their ass, and apparently it wored. Because they scored what was that? 6 runs in the
Oh, you wouldn't know.
5
You
runs.
sure
No, I
wouldn't
know.
I saw the final score eventually. After you guys told me, I had to go check. I was like, no way.
So let's see what bullpen arms were used in this one. The Blue Jays did. Yeah, both these bullpens were rested, so bullpen's not really an issue here. Both these teams should have their guys. They use most of their guys, but they all should be available. So bullpen's not really an issue. This would be one where do either of these teams play on Thursday?
No. I'm almost
Yeah.
positive
Oh no,
not.
Toronto. Yeah, no, they play again on Thursday. So okay.
Oh, that's what it was.
Something to keep an eye on.
Not a getaway day for them. That's what it was.
Yes, something to keep an eye on in this one is both these teams used all their arms tonight. So tomorrow night, they're going to be available again. But whatever team's winning, if they're winning a close game and are forced to use their bullpen arms, probably going to look the other way the following day on Thursday afternoon, because whoever uses their bullpen arms in this one on Wednesday is going to be very short-handed on Thursday afternoon. Trev, do you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like the over again. I mean, Pepio, he gives up some runs, and Bassett hasn't looked good late. I mean, 4-3, 4-4 in his last 4 outings. I mean, Angels, Cleveland, Yankees, Houston. So I'll give it to the Yankees. But I mean, Angels and Cleveland and Houston, like Houston, maybe that was at that point when they were hot. That was 4 starts ago. It was like 2-3 weeks ago. But I mean, other than that, like he's given up a ton of runs. Not to mention the bullpen usage. I like the over, potentially even like Bassett or Pepio over outs. I mean, they're going to need these guys to go deep, especially if they play the next day. And given what was happening today, I know Uceta went in, and he's the guy who blew the game for Toronto or Tampa originally. But yeah, it'd be over or nothing for me. I mean, also, there's no such thing as a Toronto spot. I even said it last night. The ninth inning would be the spot, and it was. Granted, I didn't watch it, but it was the spot where they blew up. So I mean, use their closer tonight too. Over and Tampa for me.
You got Pepio. He's stronger against lefties. Toronto's very righty heavy. Should be a favorable matchup. The Blue Jays have been getting to righty starters. I think this is a Blue Jay spot. I said that last night. Thank God I didn't bet it. But minus 142 is just a bit expensive. But I honestly think the price is right. I think the Blue Jays should definitely win this game. Toast?
It would be Blue Jays first 5 run line or nothing for me. I don't know if I can do it, but to your point.
What's the price on that?
Minus 10, call it minus 105. Give or take, wherever you guys want to find it. But anyway, I like Sauce said, Toronto has got to some righty starters, and I also think this is a spot where I think Pepio might fold a little bit. Pepio coming off of 3 really good starts off of really good teams, San Diego, New York, and Philadelphia. He also pitched to the Yankees before that. So again, I do think that's asking a lot for him to pitch now a 5th straight game against, again, not that Toronto is like those other teams, but offensively they've been producing. So on top of the fact that this totals at 7 on some books, it's 8 on some books. So I don't think there's going to be a ton of runs being scored. And I think that's because they think that Bassett could finally pitch well here today. I know that he hasn't looked great in his last few starts, but takeaway, regardless of what Tampa Bay did today, if you look at them versus righty starters on the year this year, not only are they not scoring runs, they're not scoring runs against guys that are good at all. I mean, Chad Patrick, Tobias Myers, Taijuan Walker, sure, Zach Wheeler's good, Carlos Carrasco, Will Warren, Michael Lorenzen, Randy Vasquez, Dylan Cease. I mean, Seth Lugo, is good. I mean, I guess Dylan Cease is good at times or whatever. But again, like, it's not like they're seeing like the upper echelon of righty starters. Obviously, Bassett isn't that, but I think with the total being at 7.5 or low for a reason, I think that's because they think that Bassett's going to deal a little bit. So, first 5 run line for me.
You just called Chad Patrick ass.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I'll say it.
Incredible. I mean,
I can't do it, but I think Toronto wins. Just that's so expensive. Minus 140s.
I agree. That's why I figured that's why I said the run line, because I didn't want to pay that. I didn't want to deal with the Toronto bullpen. I figured they're not going to, if they win this game in the late innings, so be it. But I think if they're going to win, Bassett's going to have to pitch well.
Pirates, Mets, and honestly, my thoughts on this game are the exact same. It's been on the. I think the Mets score a low-scoring game. It's too expensive to lay minus 1.5 with the Mets. Because, the total's at 8. It's tough to lay 1.5 with the home team in a game that's supposed to be low scoring. The Mets used all their bullpen arms, which is concerning as well. Let's see. Mets bullpen availability. We got probably not going to see Diaz. Probably not going to see Stanek. The Mets bullpen is absolutely cooked for this game. Dude.
I know. And and then Bailey Falter's been pitching somewhat decently lately. Like, don't even get me started on this game. Thank God I didn't bet the Pirates today like I wanted to in the first 5, but Mitch Keller pitched well. Just saying. It's just
Clay Holmes just looked great. There's no reason.
Especially at home, he's been even better. Like, he's been fantastic.
You know what this would be? This would be like a good spot for a possible Pirates live bet. Maybe if the Mets are up like 3-0 in the 4th inning, get like a Pirates plus 3.5, because the Mets bullpen is really in a situation. So the Pirates are definitely going to have the advantage in the late innings here. I don't know how we turn that into a bet. So I guess for like, if you're asking me to make a pick right now, I would say here would be my favorite bet on the board. Pirates plus 1.5. This is a low-scoring game. This would have covered in both the games in this series. But in reality, what I want to do, and maybe I'll just type it out and put it on the screen.
Another home run for the A's.
I should have just bet the over.
pretty nice.
Dude, that's crazy. The Dodgers are getting their ass beat. Thank God I didn't bet that.
I've already bet them for tomorrow.
The Dodgers?
Yeah.
I put that on the screen. Well, I bet Pirates if losing, but just know the Pirates are going to have the advantage in the late innings. What you want to do with that information, I mean, trusting the Pirates to come back to win a game is kind of crazy, but maybe, like I said, if it's 3-0, you might get like a really nicely priced Pirates plus 3.5, where it's like all they have to do is hang in there, and you could probably give a run or two late. So live bet Pirates. I actually could see myself doing something like that. A Pirates plus 3.5 if the Mets have a lead. What do you think, Jonesy?
Pirates first 5 team total under 1.5, minus 125. Pirates can't score runs. They just can't score runs.
Sure.
I don't know what it is. They
What's the price? What's the price?
Minus 125. I debated full game under 2.5, but the bullpen usage, you brought up a good point. So I'll pivot over to the first 5 here. Clay Holmes been really good at home. He had one bad outing against Miami. First home start of the year. Other than that, he's been damn good. And just don't overthink it. The Pirates freaking blow. They can't score. They can't hit. We got weather or wind blowing right to left tomorrow, 12 miles an hour. With a little bit of rain. So I don't think that ball's going to be flying, and it won't anyway because it's the Pittsburgh bats that'll be swinging. So first 5 under 1.5. Give me a 2-0 after the first 5 here.
I don't dislike this bet at all. I really don't think the Pirates can get to Clay Holmes. He's looked great. So that's why I'm specifically saying live bet the Pirates, because I think it's very possible Clay Holmes is going to give you a quality start here. You said nothing for you, Toast?
I do actually. So I wanted to target the Mets somehow in the first 5 because you have Bailey Falter coming off of 2 really, really good home starts. But he's been he's been terrible on the road. Can't do it on the Mets run line. So Kyle, please type out Mets Dodgers first 5 money line parlay plus 100. Yamamoto on the mound after the Dodgers got their asses beat. I don't have to worry about the the Mets bullpen, not to mention the fact that the Mets have just slaughtered the last few lefty starters that they've seen as well. So I think that's the best way to play it for me. And I did bet that.
So it's a first 5 money line parlay. First 5 money line, 2 teams, Mets and Dodgers at plus 100. First 5 money lines. All right.
Yep.
If you wanted to get even a little cheaper, you could get Clay Holmes under 1.5 earned runs, minus 120. So, I mean, there's that. But
White Sox Reds in Cincinnati.
Oh, my God.
Happy Goat Dolo Day, boys.
The question is, did Lodolo turn a quarter on his season in his last start?
Well, then the other question is there any happy days in Cincinnati after what happened today?
God, what happened today in Cincinnati is beyond embarrassing. That's fire the manager type shit. You just lost a home game to the White Sox with the starting pitching advantage.
At least the Brewers lost on the road to the White Sox.
White Sox 3-1 their last 4, guys. That team total over 52.5, or that team wins is looking pretty good.
Pretty good.
Just give it time.
They'll
go on a 22-game skid.
That's
how
fine.
many?
They'll be on pace.
So Lodolo, excellent numbers against righties. He's going to be pitching against 9 of them. The White Sox.
He should dominate. This should
dominate.
Be like Reds minus 1.5. Doesn't matter if your brother, your sister, and your mailman are betting it. The Reds should win this game by a whole bunch of runs. I mean, Davis Martin. Has gotten away with, I don't know how he gets away with it, but he's gotten away with some really good starts on the road against Sacramento or Oakland, wherever you want to call it, in Minnesota. But he got absolutely destroyed in Detroit. He got absolutely destroyed in Kansas City. I think that he gets I think he gets destroyed here today. Do I have the stones to actually bet this Reds offense? I don't know, but I do think the Reds should kill them tomorrow, especially after that embarrassment tonight. But Jesus.
What I'm looking at is, first of all, what bullpen arms did the Reds use in this one? Because they weren't winning, but it was a close game. So they used
Ashcraft, Santillan, Pagan, and May.
What's the White Sox first 5 team total?
Probably 1.5 under, minus 200.
Shut the fuck.
He might be right.
1.5 minus 120.
I mean, I think Lodolo. How about Lodolo over outs? What's that, Trev?
Lodolo over outs 18 plus minus 165. He's going 7 innings tomorrow.
Yo, what the fuck?
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, I'm looking at it too now. I see 17.5 minus 165, so 18 plus, same difference.
Just wait until it pops up to 18.5.
I guess I'll just put up Reds minus 1.5. And
my only question is, do I bet it now? Do I bet it now at minus 105 and then just hold my nose, or do I just let it pass because you're not going to get a better price than you are literally right now?
How about this? I got an idea. Tell me I can get just like a decent price on the first 5 run line, something affordable.
Minus 140.
Get the fuck. I don't know how to bet this. I think Lodolo deals. Do with that as
strikeouts.
But the problem is that the Reds bullpen is going to be in a situation here. They used their main guy, Pagan. He threw 32 pitches. You're not going to see the Reds closer in this game. Santillan threw 17. Ashcraft threw 16. So the Reds bullpen is not in good shape. I mean, I think they could still close it out without Pagan, though. So I'll put... What a shitty game.
How many pitches did Pagan do? He had the prior 2 nights off.
32, dude. 32 pitches.
Yeah.
He's not going to pitch. What do you think, Jonesy?
Oh, Lodolo over 6.5 strikeouts plus 155. White Sox away from home absolutely strike out like a.
Do you not want crazy. The 5.5 at minus 120-ish or no?
No. You're seeing 120. You're seeing 120. DraftKings is showing 155.
I see 130 on DraftKings.
You're going plus 160.
Oh, plus ones. My bad. I was looking at yes, plus 130. I'll take over 5.5 plus 130. This might even be a nice ladder.
Minus 130.
I see 6 plus. Oh, that's hits allowed. Son of a bitch. I was right. Yeah.
No, that's what I was saying. I just didn't know if you, because of your book, I didn't know if 5.5 was available. I didn't know if you'd want that.
I don't have any pitcher props.
Mariners got out of it.
Go look at. There you go. I just look at DraftKings, but yeah, 7 plus 155. I see on DraftKings. I don't know what it is anywhere else, but White Sox away from home against lefties this year: 7, 11, 4, 7, and 4 strikeouts. It was Springs and Logan Allen who didn't do anything. Crochet, Reagans, Bubich, and Abbott absolutely shoved versus them. Not to mention, they got 1 run off of all of those guys, and that was Abbott. Other than that, Jeff Springs 5. Otherwise, anybody else just blanked them. So, I mean, his under-earned runs, don't hate it. Strikeouts, it's a Lodolo masterclass day. I mean, his minus 165 to go 6 innings tomorrow. Like, he's going to go 7 tomorrow. He's going to absolutely shove. Like his strikeouts. I might even dabble with a little bit of a ladder play here on his strikeouts up to like 8 or 9.
D-Jack in the comments says, if the Dodgers come back and win this game, I'll spend a week in Lindy's basement.
I thought Lindy just put him in the front yard. He had no shame.
Yeah, that's right. He puts him in the front yard. Devin Williams is coming in to pitch the bottom of the 10th. Come on, Mariners.
I'm live betting Mariners spread right now. Plus 400 to win by fucking 2 plus.
It's the bottom of the 10th, bro. It's a walk.
He's going to give up a dinger.
Wait, a dinger or dingies?
Dingies.
Just a dinger. You can only unless somebody already hit the guy who scored for them happens to have hit a home run. There can only be a dinger left in play here.
Nats Braves. Interesting one. Obviously, I think we could all join hands and agree that Bryce Elder's terrible. But he has been better at home. I was looking at this before, but I can't remember what it said. What does Bryce Elder's splits against lefty bats look like?
Very bad.
It's bad?
Very bad.
So I think you might have been you might have been a day early with your Nats shot.
I mean, I'm still going to play the Nats. I'm just going to do the team total today. I'm not going to play. I don't want to deal with them winning. I don't know what to think of Mitchell Parker. That's my issue. Yes, the Braves can't hit lefty starters to save their life. But, and there's a big but behind that, Mitchell Parker's been just absolutely throttled his last 3 starts. And the 4th start before that, or the previous 4th start, was who? Baltimore. Of course, he went 8 innings, didn't give up any earned runs against that trash-ass team. He also went 6 innings, 1-run baseball against Pittsburgh as well. So, again, when he's faced a team that's even somewhat competent at the plate, he's been destroyed. Again, I just don't want to deal with Mitchell Parker. I really, really want to play the Nats on the money line. I'm not going to do it, but Nats team total over 3.5 at minus 125.
I think I am down to play the Nats here, and I'll show you guys why in a second. What's the price on the team total over minus 125?
Yes.
I think I am down to play it, dude. I'm going to bring it up on the screen when I'm looking at. So everyone's been hating on Mitchell Parker recently. It's kind of a trend. People in the voice chat are hating on Mitchell Parker. The dude Dom always hates on Mitchell Parker. But and look, I get it. Last five, I mean, hard hit rate over 45%, 570 expected FIP. This is the last 5 starts, which limit the sample size. Last 3 starts even worse. 10.38 ERA. So he's had 3 bad starts in a row here, Mitchell Parker. But something I want to point out. And I'm scrolling over to this side. Braves against left-handed pitching. One of the worst lineups in baseball in the last 2 weeks. Bottom 10 lineup on the season. And if you scroll down and look at the lefty starters that have pitched against the Braves, it's not impressive. They didn't get to Andrew Heaney. They didn't get to Bailey Falter. They didn't get to Nick Lodolo. They didn't get to Andrew Abbott. They didn't get to Steven Matz. Pretty sure this was a bullpen appearance, but he's a lefty. They didn't get to him. Yes, they got to Easton Lucas. They didn't get to Luzardo. I didn't really get to Blake Snell. When have the Braves ever done shit against a lefty starter this year? Easton Lucas on April 14th. Other than that, they haven't touched a lefty starter. Granted, they haven't seen many. I mean, you could see how many lefty starters all year? 8. So they haven't seen a ton of them, but the Braves have not really done shit against lefty starters. I think you play on the Nats here. Braves bullpen a little bit taxed. It's not too bad. What do you think, Jonesy?
Yeah, Nats first 5 plus the half, plus 100. I mean, James Wood's probably going to hit a ding dong. Like, let's be honest, the dude's been an absolute monster, scoring runs. But Elder not good, highest hard hit percentage on the board tomorrow in those last 3 appearances, and then Mitchell Parker 21% in that. But the funny thing is, Mitchell Parker highest xFIP on the board tomorrow by 2.3 points over his current FIP of 416. He's got a 645 xFIP. But lucky for him, he's got the Braves who can't hit. Like you said, other than Easton Lucas, they've done nothing versus lefties. Nationals offense has been fine. The Braves didn't really do much against Soroka until the 5th inning or whenever he left. I looked at the box score. I didn't watch it. I was busy tonight, but they didn't do much, and then they got to the bullpen a little late. I want nothing to do with the bullpen ever. So first 5 plus a half at even money, I'll take that for sure. I think the Nats will be just fine against Bryce Elder, and I think the Braves against lefties are just an absolute joke. It's been literally a month since they've hit a lefty. So
they haven't seen a ton of them though, Trevor. Let's be a little fair.
I don't care.
I'm on the Nats too. I'm just saying,
doesn't help my narrative.
You can't be like, oh, they haven't done shit against a lefty when they've only seen like 2.
Fair.
Play the money line like a man.
I just played the money line plus 145.
If it was like minus 115, I would have played the money line. But you're going to give me even money just for a tie? I know. If you're just going to give me even money for them to at least tie or have the lead, I'll take that.
He didn't even take the first 5, Toast. He took the half run.
I know.
He's telling me to take the first 5 money line.
I'm on the Nets.
You could play some of your money on money line and some of your money in the game to be a tie if you're so worried about it being to be a tie.
I'm not worried. It was just the price point. It's like you're going to give me even
money. You're paying 50
for...
cents because you're worried about it to be a tie.
Fine. I'll split it up. I'll go halfy then.
Thank you.
Halfy on each.
Appreciate it.
A halfy.
Happy.
All right. Marlins, Cubs, and Wrigley. Cubs walked it off.
Yeah, the Marlins got umped. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say that.
Cubs are gonna be so hungover tomorrow.
Was there an umping in this game?
No, I just wanted to say that because they walked it off. No, there wasn't. But Ryan Weathers is back.
What do we think about that?
He was really highly touted in the preseason, and he started pitching really well at the end of last season as well. I think over his last 7 starts of last season, he had like 1 bad start against the Dodgers. One bad start against somebody else. I can't remember who it was. But besides that, he had been really, really good. That being said, it is his first game. It's going to be his first game this year. I can't remember exactly what his injury was to his arm or whatever. But Tyone coming off of a really, really bad game. This one's actually kind of hard for me. I mean, man, I really want to bet Miami. I really want to bet Miami. I mean, I get that the Cubs are much better, but and I'm not saying this because I'm a hater like Trevor is, but like the Cubs offense really hasn't been great over the last week and a half or so. So I'm not, like I said, I had my Miami money line up on the screen for the show today. I'm just not at a point where I feel like you should be laying minus 200 juice with this Cubs team. So if you had them in a money line parlay, congratulations. But everybody that bet them minus 1.5 today, they got eaten alive. So it would only be Miami for me. I don't know if I can actually get there, but that price of the Cubs is just too crazy.
Yeah, I have no idea what Weathers was going to look like. I'll put a Marlins logo up for you, but it didn't sound like you were actually going to do it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Brian Weathers, who the hell knows what you're going to get from him. What do you think, Jonesy?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's the road getaway day spot for the Marlins. So, I mean, like, kind of just have to sprinkle a little bit. But like Toe said, Cubs offense hasn't been good. Yes, am I a hater? Absolutely. Unabashedly an absolute hater of the Cubs, but they just haven't looked good. I mean, I know, congratulations, you've taken 2 against the Marlins, and they were kind of dogfights a little bit. First one, up until the 5th, and then today they needed 3 runs in the 9th to win by 1. So I mean, it's not like they've been absolutely dominating. No, Weather's making his first start. In AAA wasn't terrible. I have it right here. He only went 3. His last outing was 5, but other than that, he hasn't really looked gone deep into games. But he had 1 outing against the I think it was the Durham Bulls or whatever. 2 earned runs and 2 hits in 2 innings. Other than that, 3 and 5, and he had like 1 or 2 hits and 0 earned runs in those. So he's looked all right. Cubs versus lefties. I know that it was Ray and Luzardo. Their last 2 that they've seen at home. 1 and 0 off of those guys, 3 and 5 off of Patrick Corbin and Kyle Hart. So weigh that how you want, but it's not like they've looked amazing. Both bullpens got used up today, a little bit. They spent like 4 arms or whatever each. So I would take Marlins, maybe just like a team total or something, maybe potentially, or just sprinkle on the money line. Like it's the road getaway spot, so you kind of just gotta ride the system out throughout the year, and you'll come out on top based on what happened last year, and it was a good start so far this year. So. That's how I would do it. Marlins money line, team total over, but I'm just gonna sprinkle probably money line just because it's the right thing to do on this show.
I probably would go over or pass. I have no idea. I don't even want to speculate.
Wrigley weather is wind blowing in from right center 4 to 5 miles.
Yeah, I have no idea. Rockies Rangers in Arlington. The Tella against Corbin. Patrick Corbin is a minus 250 favorite. I'm going to say that again. Patrick Corbin is a minus 250 favorite. Oh, how the turntables.
Yes, he did it right.
So Patrick Corbin's been excellent for those of you that are playing the home game. He's really
I told you so game. Gotcha.
See, Patrick Corbin just was being mismanaged in Washington, and I was trying to explain that to people. This guy's a gamer. Should he be priced as a minus 250 favorite? Good Lord.
I mean, to your point, though, I guess I'll pat myself on the shoulder. I was telling everybody that would listen that I wanted the Padres to sign Patrick Corbin. I truly thought coming into the year that him being out of Washington and that contract and that whole situation would be like a breath of fresh air for him. And obviously it's shown. I mean, he's been fantastic so far this year. So, and he's also pitched against some decent teams like the Cubs, Seattle, Detroit. I mean, Oakland twice or whatever. So think what you want about Oakland, but Oakland's a pretty decent team in Major League Baseball. So it's not like he's getting all these cookie cutter teams either. I just wanted to throw that out there because I think there's obviously a narrative with Patrick Corbin, and that it hasn't been like that at all in any way, shape, or form this year.
Chris Martin probably not going to be available for the Rangers. Other than that, they're going to have Luke Jackson. They're going to have Robert Garcia. So, I mean, the Rangers bullpen in decent shape. It's not great. Part of me wants to think, dude, it's Corbin versus Sensatella. Let's just shoot for the stars and take it over.
Shoot to him taking over. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. If the Rockies just weren't so freaking bad, man, like if I just could pencil them in to contribute a little bit, then yeah, I would be down. But I honestly wouldn't really shock me if Patrick Corbin gave us 6 innings of one-run baseball. Like, it wouldn't be that surprising to me. Actually, it wouldn't be surprising to me at all. So maybe a Rangers team total over. I really don't know what to think. It would only be Rangers -1.5 for me. I mean, their offense is kind of starting to take off right now. And obviously Sensatella has been absolutely terrible. I will say, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, the Rockies they're just bad. So yeah, it would only be Rangers -1.5. I'm not. I was trying to find a positive for the Rockies.
Well, you can say they've, like, in terms of the lefties. I'll pull it up on the screen.
That's true. They faced like the upper echelon.
If you want to give so we were looking. Okay, you look at the Rockies against lefties, right? It's not good. It's bottom 10 in baseball, as you would imagine. Lefty starters against the Rockies. Let's see. The last three, an 0.86 ERA. So they're dealing against the last three lefties against the Rockies. But then you look at who they are. It's Robbie Ray, who's been red hot. It's Chris Sale. It's Nick Lodolo. I mean, and then you run back here, Andrew Abbott, the Rockies hit him up. Now, granted, that was in Coors. But Cole Reagans, Rockies got to him. I kind of want to play Colorado.
I will say, I think that this total is 9 for a reason. I mean, for a Rockies game outside of Coors, for this number to be 9 it would only be over for me, or I guess, yeah. Switch it to over for me, please.
What do you think, Jonesy?
Yeah, this is easy. There's two simple plays. How you operate on this game. It's Patrick Corbin Day, and not in the sense that you've been used to the last 3 years. This is Patrick Corbin to record the win, +135. This is also Patrick Corbin under 2.5 earned runs. Other than yes, you can look at the Rockies.
Can you record a win is what? +135.
+135 under 2.5 earned runs, -120. The Rockies got to one lefty on the road. That was Cole Reagans, which, that was just an absolute off game. 3 hits, 2 walks. They got 4 earned with 2 home runs off of them. Okay. Other than that, absolutely nothing. 7, 6, 5 1/3 innings with 1 total earned run in that entire span. And that includes Kyle Hart, Toast Boy, Kyle Hart, the Vietnam, Korea, whatever league Cy Young winner. So other than that, not good. Patrick Corbin absolutely shows up here. Rangers, I think, dismantle Sensatelli. He's been absolute garbage. Just throwing bullpen out there and feeding guys up ding dongs and home runs. And now we're going to get this Rockies or Rangers lineup that's starting to hit a little bit. I know they haven't much this season or series, but it's Sensatella. You guys can argue your grit, your heart, all that stuff, but it doesn't matter when he's just throwing BP out there. So love Corbin tomorrow. Love the Rangers offense. I'm gonna do it. This is one of my rare Patrick Corbin record win spots in the year.
Yeah, I switched mine to over as well. And someone said, Toast, you should look at how many Rangers games go under. Yeah, but remember the home game started 13-1 to the under. Yeah. So if you look at since then, it hasn't been like that.
I would argue, and that's why I made the point to say that this total at 9 makes me think we're going to see runs here, because not only do the Rockies can't score on the road, we know that. What is the over or the over under on this building? Has got to be 75% of the under at least so far. So yeah, we'll see.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Royals Astros in Houston. Oh, this is my loss tonight. Astros team total over. The Mariners got out of it in the 11th, by the way. See if they can actually get a run home this time.
I knew this bet was dead after the first inning.
Oh, yeah. We got off to an explosive start. They were swinging at the first pitch. The 2 men on, and then Buvic got out of it. And, yeah, I kind of had a really bad feeling after that first inning also. It's funny you said that because, I had the same exact feeling. Who in the tits is Colton Gordon?
Minor leaguer, that's for sure. Lefty.
Minor league lefty.
Minor league lefty coming up from Sugarland. Going to be making his major league debut. I think.
What the hell is Sugarland?
Couldn't tell you exactly where that is, to be dead honest with you, if I'm going to be 100%. I do know that's their AAA affiliate. Yeah, I know that's their AAA affiliate. Don't know exactly where it's. Somewhere in Texas, I would guess. But he has been, I think he's been their best arm in the minor leagues so far this year. He's one of their bigger prospects, I think. So there's a reason that they're bringing him up right now. So The Astros are in a really weird spot right now, just really inside baseball really quick, because you have Lance McCullers that just came back, and I think they have somebody else that might be coming back as well. So them and Milwaukee are both in situations where they have some starters coming back and roster moving around and whatnot. So I don't, like I keep telling you guys, the Royals are an enigma. So you either just continue to bet them or you just stay away. But I'm telling you right now, this team just continues to find ways to win games, and it doesn't make any sense. So it would only be the Royals for me.
I mean, I love fading Michael Lorenzen on the road. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Here, I'll pull it up on the screen. And this is not just this year, by the way. This is the numbers I'm pulling up on the screen are from this year. This dates back multiple years. Me and Lorenzen go way back. And you can just see up here, here's his overall numbers. Last 3 starts, solid. Some green here, nice chase rate. Last 8 starts, solid. Look down here at his road numbers. Last 5 road starts, 5.47 ERA. Hard hit rate up to 42.9%. He's just not the same guy on the road. And that's, like I said, dates back multiple years. So I think the Astros can hit him. I was talking about it. Remember, I took the Astros team total over today.
Show the splits, too. Show the splits.
Oh, yeah. Lorenzen, no, his righty-lefty? They're not too bad.
I mean, there's 9 righties in the Astros lineup, and he has a
4.55 exit. Yeah, but the numbers against lefties are pretty close. But yeah, like I was saying before, the Astros are hitting at home. They're hitting righties. The Astros are hitting. I know that this bet didn't come through for us. I kind of want to go back to the same thing. It's stupid. Maybe I just shouldn't.
Yeah, well, it's 4.5 plus 110.
What do you think, Jonesy?
Yeah, kind of like the first 5 under, to be honest. Houston's bats kind of looking whatever right now. But it is scary because it is Lorenzen. And he's had one good road outing the entire year, and that was against Tampa. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned. Other than that, 5 at Baltimore, 4 at Detroit, 3 at Cleveland, 3 at Milwaukee. He's just kind of giving it up. So it is scary, but I think the Royals also versus lefties have not been good. Not to mention there's going to be unfamiliarity with the this new guy coming up, and he has been solid. He does have a bit of a home run kind of bugaboo potentially at times.
Oh, a bugaboo.
I mean, a little bugaboo. A little bugaboo, it happens to the best of us. But I mean, he's had one bad outing. That was against the Las Vegas Aviators. Was that April 15th? 4 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned, 1 homer, and that was it. Other than that, I mean, he gave up 2 solo shots prior, went 5 innings, gave up 2 earned. So I mean, 6 home runs this year, and I don't even know what the quick count, 7 or 8 games. So kind of an issue, but I still think he'll be just fine. I get a little bit of nerves and whatnot, but Kansas City is really just struggling to hit lefties and just overall they either explode or they don't. Oh,
Mariners win.
Mariners.
Let's go.
JP Crawford.
Good night. That just sealed a good night for me. I already had a great night, but that
was that Devin Williams that was in it?
No, Tim Hill came in and gave it up.
All right. Shout out Devin. Maybe he's turning a corner.
Let's go, Seattle. So yeah. Anyway, I think Houston wins this game. Minus 142 is expensive, but honestly, I'm kind of on the verge of betting it. Despite Houston winning 2-1, their bullpen's actually in better shape than the Royals. The Royals use Urseg and Schreiber tonight, and Urseg has now thrown 3 days in a row. I'm sorry, that's not correct. He's thrown back-to-back days, not 3 days in a row. So I doubt you'll see Urseg, and he's been the most reliable arm in that bullpen. I mean, they're still going to have Lynch and Estevez.
Their bullpen is one of the best in the league.
Yeah, but they're not going to have Schreiber and Urseg. So that's 2 of the key pieces there. How far into this game Lorenzen's going? Or you expect Lorenzen to go? You're probably going to see.
I'm not arguing with you.
It sounded like you were arguing with me. You're probably going to see Angel Zerpa in this game. He sucks. He's a lefty. You're probably either him or Steven Cruz, unless Lorenzen could go 6 and shut.
I want to bet Houston. At 130, I want to bet Houston. I'm just worried about it.
I'm betting
every
now.
Time I freaking bet against Kansas City, they fuck me.
You're just like Kansas City's got this weird like voodoo grip over you, bro.
They do, dude.
They're not.
They're 16-4 their last 20, and they can't score runs.
Minus 132 on FanDuel. I'm betting it.
That's what I'm saying. Fine. You know what? I'm coming along.
Yeah. Well, actually, leave your voodoo shit on the other side, man.
That's about time to be done. That's what I'm saying.
It's about time to be done. That's what I'm saying. All right,
I'm telling you, dude, this
I'm in.
fucking Royals team, rude. I don't know how they win games. I truly don't.
Astros
Grit,
money line.
heart.
I guess, dude. Horseshoe up their ass.
They are the same price tomorrow as they were today against who was it, Fromber that they went against today.
All right, I'm in on Houston. Let's do it, Toast. Don't be scared.
I did it. I got it on FanDuel.
Let's go. Typical Trevor just goes first 500. Doesn't tell me the number. Doesn't tell me the price. Just
Oh shit, my bad.
no. We're moving on. Just nothing. Everyone watching, it's like looking at their sportsbook. Like, is this?
I'm gonna guess it's 4.5.
It is. It's 4.5.
I'm gonna guess.
It is.
It's an eight total.
I looked.
Guys, I got a lock for you. First 500. I'm gonna guess it's around 4.5.
I never said I was betting it. I just, if I got to bet something, it would have been that. You know.
I'm gonna guess.
Choose your own adventure. What kind of number do you want for your first one?
Choose your own adventure.
Trevor, it's at 3.5. Juice to the -120 under.
That's your
I
journey.
love it. That means Colton Gordon's going to
It's
deal.
your journey. Angels on the road in amongst the San Diegans. Toast. I mean, there was a lot of people asking in the Discord. They want to know your comments on the Padres bullpen. Hold on, actually, let's go to the tape real quick.
Who's the corresponding reporter here, Charles or Shreve?
One
How
second.
is it not in the front part of your stuff? You've used it 7 times today.
I don't know where it is.
That's because I dropped a backdoor Trojan into your computer and erased it.
You don't know what a backdoor
He
Trojan
dropped
is.
a backdoor.
I saw it on a movie once, though.
I saw that on CSI one time.
I don't know where it went. Oh,
He said, "You don't know what a backdoor Trojan is." Y'all serious?
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
Hold on, I want to find.
You should just go to your recents.
I just did. For some reason. Oh, hold on. Guys, don't worry. I figured out why.
I was gonna say I don't know.
Let's go
how
to the
you're not
bullpens.
figuring
Well,
that
we
out.
already know the Padres are the best bullpen in baseball.
So the people want you to comment on the Padres bullpen. They tried to blow another game.
They tried, but they didn't. Honestly,
Angels
I'm
used
not
their
gonna-
arms.
not really going to worry about it.
Padres
but-
used the arms. Both bullpens compromised greatly. This is just blind over based on the bullpens.
Yes. Well, I would. Yes, I would agree with that. My issue, I mean, again, comments. What's the question we have to ask with Randy on the mound? Just for the record, the answer is one true lefty, and a couple switch hitters. So a decent spot for Randy tomorrow. No chance in hell I would lay -190 with it, but yeah, I guess.
What about Padres team total over again?
I was just about to say that. I was going to look at the number before I said anything, but yeah, the bullpen.
Can you
as
get a
far as
4.5?
the last 2 weeks, it is what it is. You've got to be because it's moving up 4.5 -130. Probably going to end up being 5.5 tomorrow. Probably 5.5 plus 100 or
That's
something.
a little too expensive for me. You can get them -128 on FanDuel.
Yeah, I mean,
That works.
What do you think, Jonesy?
Over. Kyle Hendricks and Randy Vasquez. Not to mention like the bullpens tonight. Runs to be had. Wind is blowing in from left field, 8 miles an hour tomorrow, but it's still gonna be nice in San Diego. Both these teams have been hitting and scoring in this series. Angels too, especially they've had the Padres on the ropes here. Now you're not gonna have a bullpen to, which might work out for San Diego. They don't have a bullpen to come in and blow the game wide open. So regardless, over. I like the way both bats have been going. Not to mention both pitchers going here, and the bullpens are cooked. So over 8.5 or nothing for me in this one.
also Randy Vasquez only 2 home starts this year. One really good one bad one. So just wanted to throw that out there.
You know what? I'm going to switch mine to the Padres team total over. I'll put it up. I don't think I'm actually going to bet that, though.
Yeah, I don't.
If they were on the road, I definitely would. I hate not having that ninth
No,
inning.
I get it. And also with Hendricks, I mean, the Padres numbers versus righties are really good, but I mean, I don't know, man. Kyle Hendricks just seems to be able to skate by at times, and I just don't want to deal with it. Actually, it's a night game, so that helps. But I was gonna say with the shadows, I don't want to deal with it. But
you heard
third highest xFIP on the board
by,
tomorrow, Kyle
guys.
Hendricks.
Does he not?
He skates by. Why is this cut off? This text. What was that?
Oh, and he's had two. Okay, we'll say 3 good games this year. At St. Louis, he had 2 earned. Tampa 0, and then Detroit, he somehow got away with 1 and through 7 2/3.
I know, but
other than that, 3-7, 3-5 in these other games against Houston, San Fran, Minnesota, and Baltimore.
If I wasn't worried about, like, obviously because I've been so vocal about the Padres bullpen and it's bit me in the ass the last week, but like Padres first 5 -0.5 at -118 on FanDuel. I'm not going to bet it, but that would be another decent look because I do think that Randy should pitch well tomorrow against all those righties. In that
he thinks Randy Vasquez should pitch well, Trev.
I want to see it to believe it.
Keep on fading him. See how that's working.
But to Toast's point with the Padres first 5, whenever Hendricks doesn't shove for, he's recorded the L in every single game other than that too. So he's always trailing when he exits the game, and he never goes past 5 innings. So just a little extra tidbit for Toast first 5.
Destroyed him last year too. Jesus Christ.
Last game on the board, we have the Athletics on the road in Dodgers Stadium. We got the Hog on the mound. And we're going to pass the ball over to Trevor. He has a bet in this one. But before he speaks, let's preemptively hit him with...
These messages were brought to you by Fake Shop Incorporated.
So go ahead, Trev. The floor is yours. I know what you're betting. Go ahead.
Yes, A's first 5 money line plus 200. You got Gunnar Hoglund on the mound. Let me pull up his Savant page here. It's beautiful. It's got a bunch of nice colors you love to see, especially with the Dodgers never seen this guy before too, and he's been filthy. Now, yes, people are arguing, it was the Marlins, it was the White Sox, whatever the hell he's played. Who cares? It's all about the underlying metrics. The expected ERA sub 2.5. The extension 82nd percentile. Walk rate sub 3%, 3% barrel rate. He's been really good. He's not giving it up.
What's his average fastball velo?
That doesn't matter. 94.
What about K percentage?
Again, this is a very unimportant stuff. 22%, but he's got a 30%. He's got a 30% whiff percentage. All right, the whiff is really nice. And the A's are hitting, man. The A's are hitting. I know Yamamoto on the mound. Oh, so scary, so scary, so scary. Toast is going to sing you the Yamamoto song, but the A's can hit. I know the Dodgers can too, but they've never seen this guy, and he's got good underlying numbers. Yes, he doesn't strike out the side every single time, so he's not a good pitcher. But what I've seen from this guy, I like him. His underlying numbers look really good, not to mention the A's have an actual offense that can score too. So, yes, I know it's going to be scary. Ohtani, Edman, Teoscar, Freddie, the whole gang there, but A's can match it. We just saw what they did tonight. Obviously, the Dodgers kind of just
up and packed it in. What are you doing here, Trevor? What are you doing?
Good news for you, Trevor. Teoscar and Tommy Edman.
The Athletics.
Good news for you. Teoscar and Tommy won't play tomorrow. I guarantee it because they're on the IL.
Even better. 2-1.
You ain't got to worry about them.
It's like taking money from a baby now.
Should be free.
It's first 5 money line against Yamamoto.
Yamamoto coming off the worst start he's ever had in his life.
Oh,
Athletics
so
might literally. I don't know if the Oakland. If I could make a bet on Oakland hitting making contact with the baseball.
Dude, I was thinking Oakland team total or A's team total under.
Yamamoto under hits.
Yes, 100%.
I'll do that with you, Toast.
I played Dodgers -1.5. Sorry.
You're fading the you're fading the Hog.
But you can play
Crazy.
Them.
Crazy.
Yo,
crazy.
Dude, this guy's gonna be good. I'm never wrong about the pitchers that I like.
Oh, he's never.
Lodolo's
got a 7.48 ERA.
Yo, what?
Dude, he had 2 bad outings. Oh my god.
Dude, you're like the guys that try to tell us that Pablo Lopez.
Wait a second. Are these pitchers confirmed? Because I'm not seeing team totals up for these. Oh, I lied. Oh, it's at 2.5. Toast. I might have to bet this -1.5 with you.
Yeah, 2.5 plus 120.
Jesus.
But yeah, I did bet the Dodgers -125 on the run line.
Someone goes, hit this guy with a tomato, please.
Seriously, who's betting Dodgers -1.5 against?
I'm betting this with you, Toast, right now. I'm betting this. I almost bet the Dodgers tonight. Glad I didn't. Taking them. I'm actually betting it this one.
Hey, we can all win here. We can have a 2-1. We can have 2-1 after the first 5, and then the A's bullpen just gives it up.
We can all win, but we won't. You'll lose.
Not with that attitude, we won't.
All right, I got a -125 Toast.
It's a hell of a bet, Trevor. I'll give you that.
It's not a hell of a bet. It's a
I
terrible
got to
bet.
put my money where my mouth is. I like Hoagland. I like this guy. I like what I've seen. Now it's going to be a real test. You know, he's just getting warmed up against the other guys. Here comes the test.
Here comes the test. You heard him, Toast.
What happens when the Dodgers have gone on these droughts too? They did it last year too, where all of a sudden they just lose three out of 5, 3 out of 4 games, 4 out of 5. They just go on little droughts. And who's to say that the A's aren't fired up with one of their top prospects coming in here and just show out for them? Who's to say? I'll give
you the Dodgers can go into some slumps, but they don't really lose back-to-back games very often. I'll also give them that. So, but good luck.
Often, but
Dodgers -1.5. I'm in. Toast. Someone asked what your thoughts are on the Dodgers team total over. We kind of made this whole thing about Yamamoto. You like the Dodgers to score?
Yeah. I don't know a ton about Hoagland. I mean, I think that at 4.5 is probably a decent bet. You're going to pay the juice for it, but I think that if the Dodgers score 5, you're better off just playing them -1.5 at a cheaper, like 20 cents cheaper, to be honest with you. Yeah. So that's just my personal opinion.
I just bet this, by the way, -125 on DraftKings. I actually bet this. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Betting League, give me about a half hour. Have the stuff up. Hopefully I'm still in first place. We'll see. Get all that up about 30 minutes. So we'll be back tomorrow morning with Legeza. So we'll be back in 10 hours. So yeah, Wednesdays, we got